1991 was a much simpler time. I remember being able to buy baseball cards everywhere. I mean, my mom would stop at a gas station to fill up, and if I had 50 cents in my pocket, I could run into the gas station to buy cards. I mean, they were gas station, grocery stores, all the convenience stores. Cards were everywhere, and I was buying them up like crazy. Every time I had the money, I was collecting cans and recycling them in order to pay for my habit. And the 1991 Donruss was a set that I had purchased a lot. And today we're going to talk about that set and its errors. The 1991 Donruss set was a set that was released in two series. The first time Donruss had done that. The last time they had put them on this regular card stock before they went to the white card stock. So the backs have that very boring look, kind of this black and blue and white, and their typical layout of stats. Also, the first year they had the serial number to 10,000 Donruss Elite cards. And here's the boxes they came in. I happen to have some. I just broke some the other day. And the first series is this yellow box with blue cards, blue border cards. And then for some reason, this mint colored box with green. Okay, so I'm not sure what they're going over the colors there, but they're kind of cool looking. And it's interesting on the box, they don't say anything about the Donruss Elites like they do in the later series. Because the Donruss Elites really helped out Donruss. Because people were chasing those cards, which I'm still chasing too without much luck. There was 770 cards total in this set. This complete set has a high book value of, are you ready for this? $8. That's it. So this is the heart of the junk wax era. Cards were way overproduced and just not worth anything. This is the last year that they used wax packs. And of course, they went to the foil packs the next year with the 92 Donruss. I have that video up as well. All right, let's get started. Notables in this set. Well, as you guessed it, there's no notable rookies in this set. And Barry Bonds and Nolan Ryan come in at a high book value of $1. And you will not even get that amount if you tried. So everything else is less, like literally it's that bad. So let's get started. So they had the Diamond Kings as part of the regular set at the beginning of them. So the first series has the blue borders, and here is what the Diamond Kings look like. This is the Roberto Alomar number 12. This is one of the errors because on the back it has a team logo. It does not have the trademark, and that goes for a couple of them. The Ron Gant number 10, no trademark on the team. Rafael Palmeiro, steroids guy, no trademark, as well as the Pedro Guerrero, number 25. Rafael was number 19. Ryan Sandberg was a Diamond King in 85, not 83, as it's shown on the back. Moving on, number 26, Chuck Finley, also Diamond King. He has same thing, no trademark on the team on the back. Just left off a bunch of them. I don't know why. Jose Canseco, number 50. He was my guy back in the day. And there is an error where the A's in the stats line should be AL, but it says A's. So it's an error. They did correct that one. It's one of the few they did correct. Jack McDowell, number 57. So it actually is missing his 1990 stats. If you look at the back, it's just missing. Well, this is the corrected one because they did come back and correct that, but it's just blank. Number 63, Mike Blowers. This one's funny. On the last line on the back, it says he played collegiate ace ball. Well, they forgot the B in baseball. That one was not corrected. Uncorrected error. John Smoltz, number 75, is born in Detroit, Michigan, not Warren, Michigan, as it says on the back. Who cares? Moving on. Number 83, Bruce Hurst. His middle name should be Lee, not V. They have V-E-E instead of Lee, so kind of a silly one there. Okay, moving on. Fernando Valenzuela, number 127. Really good pitcher for the Dodgers. He was a Cy Young Award winner, and he is from Mexico. He has the yellow stripe next to his name instead of blue, and that's considered just a uncorrected error, even though I don't think you can consider that an error, just a variation. That they didn't change it, they didn't correct that. Lance Parrish, number 135. He was born in McKeesport, not Clairton, as it says on the back for his birth date. Number 147, Sammy Sosa. Well, we know who this guy is. And it has the wrong birth date on there. He was born 11/10. He was born 11/12, excuse me, not 11/10, so wrong birth date. Number 162, Jerry Brown. Now, we got Jerry here listed as being from Christiansted. I never heard of it, but it doesn't have the I in it. They misspelt it. They did not correct that one either. All right, number 163, Steve Sax. Now, this guy had a ton of at-bats. He was kind of an Iron Man at the time, and he had a league-leading 632 at-bats in 1988. Now, in 1989, he had 651 at-bats. He should have been the league leader there as well, and they left off the asterisk. Now, Donruss puts asterisks if they're a league leader, and they just forgot on that one. So, an uncorrected error. Chuck Carey, he has a comma after the date of birth, just even though it's considered an uncorrected error, it's just kind of a weird variation that they did. Vaughn Hayes, his first name. So they just have the first names listed in the trade on the back. Now, this is a weird one. So when they say like who was traded for, like he was involved in this trade, they have their first names instead of just their last names. And apparently that's considered an error. I wouldn't call it that. So they just call it a variation on that one, is how the Beckett recognizes it. Number 250, Rob Murphy, shown on the Reds in 89 stats, but it should be the Red Sox. So kind of a funny one where they completely got the wrong team by leaving out Sox. All right, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Kenny Rogers here, number 258. The Gambler. Well, not that Kenny Rogers. You know what I mean. Kind of a pitcher that made some waves for a while, kind of got popular, but kind of disappeared into oblivion. His career innings should be 172. And if you look at it, they gave him 171, which is kind of silly because they added it up wrong. So just one inning wrong on that one. Tony Phillips, number 286. He was born in 4/15. Well, that's what it says, but he should have been born 4/25, April 25th. They got the wrong date of birth on that one. Corey Snyder. This one's funny. So on the first line on the back of card number 288, it says, in the majors for an outfield, also led, AOL outfield in fielding. So led. So they just got the word lead in there twice. Did not correct that one. Jay Bell, number 289, was born in Pensacola. It has him listed as Eglin Air Force Base, AFB, but it's supposed to be Pensacola. All right, Steve Fry, number 292, bats left on the card, but he should be batting right. Next one is Kent Merker, number 299. Has his innings pitch listed as 53, but it should only be 52. And once again, if you actually add it up, you can see immediately, because there's only 2 lines to add up on that. It's only his second year. Marquise Grissom, number 307. Middle name is Dean, not Dion, as it indicates there on the back. So wrong middle name again. And the next card is 330, Colby Ward. There's no comma between the city and state of his birthplace. So is it really an error? Come on. Okay, but it's considered an error because there should have been a comma, and they left it out. Did not correct that. Jeff Rear, number 369, born in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, not Dalton. So they messed that one up. Just the date of birth, place of birth. Jose Uribe. Man, this guy's on every single error list. Well, it's usually the same one. His date of birth is wrong. Should be 59, not 1960. There's a second error on this card. I love the double errors. Okay, his middle name shows Elta, but it should be Alta with an A. So they misspelt it, did not correct it. Poor Jose Uribe. Now this next one is a weird one. So kind of the center card between the first and second series is this checklist, card number 386, if I can read it. And obviously it has the blue border, right? Well, this is really bizarre because on the second season, they go to the green border cards. But for some reason, they issued this card in both series, so you can get the same card with the blue and the green border. It's the only card like that. I do not have the green border. I bet you that's the harder one to get. I can only find a blue one. Brian Harper, number 398. Okay, so we're into the Series 2 now. Uncorrected error. So it says Major League Performance, but it should read Career Performance, on the stat box on the back. Uncorrected. Now, number 400, Roberto Kelly, MVP. It's funny because it says that he's a second baseman on the front, but on the back it clearly says outfield, so they couldn't decide what. I just dropped it. He couldn't decide what position he was. Rick DeLucia. Now, card number 426 has the name wrong on the front. So if you look at his last name, it says DeLucia. They should have capitalized the L because it's like DeLucia. You know what I mean, right? 436, Mike Sosa. So this one just has a variant, not really considered an error. So on the All-Star cards, they have the star by their name, just to show that it's an All-Star card. But this particular one came in white or yellow. This is the yellow one that I have here. Neither one of them worth more. And yeah, not really considered an error either. All right, moving on here. Monty Ferris. Name is misspelt Ferris with 2 R's and 1 S when it should be 1 R and 2 S's. Next card is our Scott Cooper, number 496. So this one's really funny. So he has no batting average for his 1990. So this is a rookie card. It doesn't say rookie, but it is because he only has 1 year of stats on there. So he was in 2 games. He had 1 at bat and 1 strikeout. Poor guy. That's his major league career. So the batting average is blank. Now it should read 0, but it kind of the same thing, right? So poor guy. All right. Andy Hopkins, uncorrected error, pitched a no-hitter on 7-1, not 7-2. Got the wrong date is all. 639, Paul Abbott, birthplace and home are reversed. Steve Balboni, man, this guy's got the most Italian name I know. So 650, date of birth should be January 16 of 57, not January 5th. So they just got the wrong one. Darren Holmes, number 669, career complete games says 19, but it should be 0. If you look at complete games, it'll say 0, and then his career totals are 19. It looks like they accidentally put in the strikeouts. So they did not correct that one. Definitely an error. Matt Williams of my Giants, number 685. Last line on the back is not complete. They have it blank on the bottom. This is the corrected one. They did come back and correct that. Stan Belinda, 699. Huntington Beach for his birthplace is misspelt. It should be with a D-O-N instead of a T-O-N. So I would think T-O-N, right? And apparently that's what they thought, but it was wrong. It should be D-O-N on the end of Huntington. All right, moving on. Card number 704. This is Reggie Harris. I was a big Athletics fan back in the day. Of course, I was a big fan of Jose Canseco, and I'm not anymore, okay? All right, Waynesboro, Virginia as his birthplace. They have Waynesboro, so I forgot the S in that. Did not correct that one. Bud Black of my Giants. Oh, something's going on with this card. This is card number 719. What's wrong with that card? Can you see? Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, he's got a Giants logo there at the bottom, but he's wearing a Blue Jays uniform. This one is corrected and considered an uncorrected error. Just like Mr. Rob Deere with the Milwaukee Brewers and Tigers logo, number 729. And then also card number 735, Ken Daly, Cardinals uniform, Blue Jays logo. What's going on with these cards? Well, they're all traded late in the season, so they're not truly an error, but people consider them an uncorrected error when they see that the teams don't match up. They're like, oh, it's an error. Well, no, it's not. They just traded them, and that's how it is. Card number 744. You guys remember this card? Dr. Dirt, Mr. Clean. Got Lenny Dykstra and Dale Murphy on the front there. Just one of their special cards, right? Now, this one does have an error on there, but it's not a big one there. And it's something that you would probably never think of. If you look at it, it has no 91 Donruss in the corner like all the other cards do. And they did not correct that one. Matt Stark has scholarship misspelt back in the narrative. It says, well, it's scholar without the H, scholarship. Did not correct that one. Billy Hatcher, number 763. So this one's kind of funny. In line 13, it says, in the previous 88 World Series, no on had ever accomplished that feat. Well, it's no one ever accomplished it. So they just left the E off the one and did not correct that one. Now, there's some bonus cards at the end here. And these are inserted in both series. And they're numbered BC 9 through, I don't know, like 20? I didn't write it down. So we got Mark Maguire here. And on the back is an error. It's really weird because it talks about in his first 4 seasons, he hit 30 home runs each year, that he was the first one to do that, which is really, really impressive, by the way. But his first year, he did not hit 30 home runs because it was a shorter season. And it said that 87 was his rookie year, when in fact 86 was. So just got the wrong year on that one. Did not correct that. We got a couple more. Andy Hopkins, BC 12. This one is an error where it says on the front pitcher when it should have said no hits White Sox. So, the achievement goes on the front, but they got him as his position, which I would have missed, if I was looking for an error. They did come back and correct that, where they did put no hits White Sox. BC 14, Terry Mulholland. So on the back, it talks about his teammate being Chris Hayes, when in fact his teammate was named Charlie Hayes. So they got the wrong name on that. And wow, so quite a few errors in the set, but it was a fun one to collect. It seems really junky now after the fact. I bet you guys did collect this one as well a lot. Way overproduced. And we got all the errors covered there. Guys, I hope you're liking and subscribing. And we got some more cool stuff on the way. Let me know if you collected this set and if you were as crazy about Donruss as I was there. But guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure you check out grunttalksmlb.com. We are partnering with them. He is hosting my videos over there, and he's graciously doing it for free. I'm not paying him, he's not paying me. So I wanted to plug his website real quick. Check it out if you like baseball and other sports without the political nonsense. Check them out, grunttalksmlb.com. Under videos, you're going to see Hungry Man 97 videos, and that's where I am. You'll see my latest videos there. He's got a lot of other cool stuff over there. Like, I really like this errors and fails section there. It actually has videos of bloopers. It's really, really high quality there, and kind of funny too. He's got some cards for sale over there, podcasts, and a lot of cool stuff. Check them out when you get a chance. It's actually a cool website. No pop-up ads and spam and trash. I think you guys will like it. Thanks for watching.